Welcome to Live with Loyalty. We are live. We are live. Give it about 10 minutes. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm just gonna stay on. Welcome. So we're gonna talk about Ray J and Princess. Um who else we got here? And Ray J and Princess. We're gonna talk about Marcellus Williams. And that is disturbing. That is disturbing. But I'm gonna talk about Marcellus Williams and Javon McGee. It is so dangerous. The world that we live in is crazy. The world that we live in is just crazy. How you gonna say somebody they didn't hung themselves? Like, come on. Ah. Oh, we'll begin in a minute. Want some water. Hello, hello, hello. We'll begin in a little bit. So we're gonna talk about Diddy and his stuff he got going on. Which is a lot. Which is a lot. So I'm not starting with no Diddy. First off, I want to give a congratulations to Karina and Flo. They just delivered their baby girl. Well, I say like 2-3 days ago. So such a beautiful thing. He was so scared, but that's kind of expected with your first child. Yeah. Congratulations, Karina and Flo. Let's see. Let's talk about this, because
everything's fine. It was just pretend, okay, baby? Everything's fine. I want Eric to just tell Mama that he's going with me so Mama knows what's going on. Okay? And Don't. It's not like that, baby.
It's my brother. I spent time with him for a long time.
I love you.
That's my brother. I love my brother.
And I love you, okay? He loves you, okay?
Stay here, please. Dada, can you say sorry to Dada because she's also crying?
So I tell your mom I'm so sorry for whatever's
No,
going
make
on.
her happy. Come upstairs.
How do I make your mom happy?
Give her a hug.
She's not. Do you think she's gonna take my hug? Go ask your mom. Will she take that as a hug?
No.
Go ask her. No, you have to go ask her. I don't want to be in dangerous like area, okay? Go ask your mom real quick, okay? Hey, baby boy. She said leave who alone? She told you to leave her alone? Did she give you a hug? It's okay. She's just mad. She's still a great mom, okay? She loves you. I love you. I don't know if Ate wants to go with us. I'll stay here. I just don't want somebody to call the police on me for me not doing nothing. Like we're just having a conversation. Huh, baby?
Mama wants to take your hug.
Huh?
She wants to take your hug.
She wants to take my hug? Okay. Then everything's okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure. Are you good? Dada never did nothing to anybody, right? Mama never did nothing to me. Dada never did nothing to Mama, right? Everything is safe? Have Dada put hands on Mama or Mama put hands on Dada? No, right? Okay, so there's no reason to call the police, right?
Is it just a movie?
We're just making a movie. We're just playing, okay?
Can we go to your house?
We can go to my house, but I just want to make sure everything is safe here with Melody and everybody.
Can we go to my house? Can we go to your house right now?
Go get you a sweater. Go get a sweater and we'll go. But nothing crazy has happened. I got it all on tape. All right, so let's put on your shoes.
I don't want to leave.
I gotta leave, baby. I don't want anything that. Everything's okay. I just want to make sure everything is safe. I love your mom. Your mom loves me. No, I love your mom. Your mom loves me. I just want to keep it documented that nothing is happening and that we both respect each other and love each other. This was just a pretend thing, okay? We just had an argument, okay?
The camera, yeah, they had the camera.
I don't want it to get out of hand, and I
facing
wanted to
another
make
way.
sure it's recorded and seen so we're all super safe. Just because somebody has a disagreement doesn't mean anything, you know? Calling the police over a disagreement is loud.
Because
And I'm not with that.
their little girl
Okay?
called the police.
I love you. Your mom loves you. Did you check on your
Called the
mom?
police.
Go
They
check
like,
on her one more time. Tell her you're going with Dada. Go do it one more time and tell her you're going with Dada.
Everything's okay.
You have to one more time so she knows you're going with me. Okay?
This
That's
what
the
I'm
right thing to do.
That he's
Huh?
coaching, in my opinion.
We're just going.
It's crazy. Like you literally are coaching your child. Ray J and Princess Love. For what is going on? What is going on? This is example, you know, and then he gets on live, which is crazy to me. You get on live, but that ain't the first time that baby had them children had to deal with that. That ain't the first time. Because why was Princess Love upstairs and Ray J, he's about to go, like, and you're saying that, you know, you're coaching your daughter and your children, and tell the judge that you ain't doing anything. Like, he must have already knew Princess Love was gonna be like, I just tell it in court, because that's what she said. She'll just tell everything in court, you know, or what happened. A lot of these celebrities, whether male or female, and it's a lot of people in real life, humans, period, that deal with this type of stuff behind closed doors, and is, with the celebrities, it's like a lot of times they get away so much with abusing each other, abusing men, abusing the women behind the scenes. You got some women behind the scenes that abuse men, right? But then right there in front of two little ones, you got them going up and down the stairs talking about, "Ask your mom, does she want to give me a hug?" Like, these children are very smart. Also, this has happened before, so they definitely know what's going on. So, Ray J, you're talking to them like they're dumb. No, they're not dumb. They know what's going on. They know what's going on. Because y'all have, obviously you've already asked them to keep it private before. Because she's getting everything that you're saying. You didn't want her to call the police. She ended up calling the police. The baby did. Baby girl Melody. Because I remember her name. She was so cute. She still is. She was so chunky too. And you didn't want to call the police, but you go live. I'm confused. You go live like as if that's the best thing that you should have done. I'm so confused. Yeah. And they had that camera pointed up because they didn't want to see the children's face, and he probably was about to go live, and then he had to put the camera down once the jury started coming downstairs, like wanting to know what was going on. That's a horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling. But Ray J has been fighting demons for a long time. Ray J has did some dirty work. You could tell a person in the industry that is a handler, and he's one of them. Just like 21 Savage. Who else? When it comes to my mind, I will tell you. But I think 21 Savage allegedly is a handler. I think Ray J is one too. It's a lot of people that a lot of people love. It's crazy to me how it's like they can get away with anything. Like, he's going crazy, especially with all this Diddy stuff. Diddy do wipe stuff. The Diddler stuff. And I know you know this man has been at one of those freak offs. Like, go ahead and tell your story. Everybody else is too, Ray J. So go ahead and tell your story. And I could have sworn him and Princess Love had a divorce. Is he mad because he can't control her anymore? That they're no longer together? You're supposed to be co-parenting, man. You're not supposed to be allegedly having altercations or disagreements with your baby mother, ex-wife, or whatever. You're supposed to be co-parenting with your kids. That's it. She ain't leave you hanging. I mean, you left her hanging. You a party guy. She wanted to chill. She wanted to be a wife. She wanted that family. She really cared about you. But Ray J don't care. Ray J is going do some stuff. Going through some stuff. And look at Melody. She's so Princess Love. She is so beautiful. It's just crazy. So wishing them the best of luck, because they gonna need it. And Melody, I don't know why I keep calling her Melody. Her daughter's name Melody. But they look so much alike. But Princess Love girl, you better tell him everything. If he put his hands on you, whatever, and what the trauma he putting the kids through, just not, just move on, Ray J. You got your own battles you got to fight. Just move on. She ain't leaving you hanging like the hot water you probably allegedly about to get in. It's gonna be serious because I still want to know what happened to Whitney. I still want to know how that stuff went down because your name came up. And I love me some Whitney, my favorite singer of all times. I'm sorry. I love music, but I love me some Whitney. Yep. But moving on to something else. So, I don't know if you guys heard about Marcellus Williams, but I want y'all to listen out for this. I also did a video on Marcellus Williams, and I encourage you guys to go sign the petition. Just take a listen.
So we're not talking about how Marcellus Williams is about to be executed in 5 days, even after they found out that the DNA on the murder weapon did not belong to him. We're not going to talk about how this man spent the last 24 years of his life behind bars for a crime he did not commit. And even when the state filed a motion to vacate his charges, his conviction, it was denied. What's going on here? Everybody's so blinded about the Diddy situation, the goddamn presidential campaign. Hell, the motherfuckers coming over the damn wall that Trump built. But nobody is talking about how a black man is sitting on death row for a crime he did not commit. Make this make sense. Marcellus Williams, county of conviction in St. Louis, Missouri, STL. First degree murder, robbery, and burglary. Sentenced to death. He's been sitting on death row for 24 years and counting. It says that the circuit court for STL denied prosecuting attorneys, meaning the state. These are the people who work to put you behind bars. The judge went against what the state said to vacate his conviction and death sentence because he is innocent, and y'all denied it? In my opinion, I feel like there's something going on and we need to figure it out. In 2016, DNA testing proved that he was not the source of the DNA left on the murder weapon. The DNA belongs to an unknown male. But after they presented all of this evidence, beyond the courts, beyond the judicial, beyond the Supreme, whatever, they went directly to the governor, presented the governor with the evidence that proved that this man is on death row illegally. This man did not commit a murder. This man did not do what it is we convicted him for. Overturn his conviction. And you gonna deny it? The governor of Missouri denied an innocent man coming off death row when he has been proven to be innocent. Okay, so now we gotta look into you, Mr. Sir. Because what's your hidden agenda? What is it about this black man that you don't want to sign your name on a piece of paper saying, bring him off death row, vacate his sentence, vacate his conviction because he did not do it? I saw this on another content creator's page. This is exactly where I was tagged. This number right here is to the governor. If you can, and if you have the ability and mobility to, I'm asking that you call and you make a statement. You send an email. You let the governor know. We're watching. Missouri, stand up. What the fuck is going on? Why aren't we talking about this across TikTok? We talking about everything else and everybody else's business and all this other beef and shit that's going on. But it's a real live black man sitting on death row for nothing. Like, that's the part I can't wrap my brain around. There's not enough people speaking out about this, and forgive my ignorance to the entire situation. I'm just now finding out about it today. But y'all, this man has 5 days, 3 hours, and 5 minutes left of his life. And honestly, I'm praying that he has longer. I'm praying that they exonerate him. I'm praying that they sign this vacate of his sentence and let this man go home. But in the meantime, while we're all praying and we're all speaking out about this, I need as many people. If you see this video, share it. Get it out to as many people as you can. We need 581 more people to go and sign this petition. It's right here. This is the link right here at the bottom. Go sign it. I'm signing it. I'm creating new emails to sign it. I'm putting new, regardless. We need this sign, and we need to save this black man. Because whatever it is, whatever agenda they're trying to cover up, whatever it is that they're trying to hide, we can't sit here and allow these people to continue to do this. Missouri, I don't know if y'all just a completely pale community or some shit, and y'all just don't fuck with our kind or something. But if y'all do, and it's a sprinkle of y'all that really fuck with it, we need for y'all to stand up. We need for y'all to come together. Y'all gotta be the forceps. We gonna be the triceps. We gonna be the ones in the back pushing this. But we gotta help this man as much as we can. This needs to be talked about on social media. He does not deserve to die. He does not. To be put to death for a crime you did not commit, I can only imagine. I can only imagine what's going through this man's mind right now. Mr. Marcellus, I know you'll never see this, but I'm praying for you. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm gonna keep pushing this out. I really wish I would have known sooner, but we're working. TikTok, let's do our thing.
That is very, very serious. That is somebody's life. That's somebody's life. That's crazy. How you be proven innocent and still they want to execute you? That is some racist stuff. That's crazy. Like, so you mean to tell me they disobeyed the law and said that he still has to be executed, and then said there was no evidence, no DNA. There was no DNA. Do you know how many people probably got executed and then didn't do anything? You know how many innocent people that are probably locked up right now in prison or in jail, and they just throwing them in jail, just executed. Oh my God, y'all, it's crazy. So I don't know. You gotta sign the petition, so I'm definitely gonna sign it because I don't know. It's people up in there for life that actually did kill someone, and then you got evidence and all that this man did not do it, and he still get executed. That's the system is so messed up, man. The system is so messed up. They talk about people out here on the street that's scheming, that's doing all this other type of stuff that they're not supposed to do. Don't get me wrong, but the government is not any better. They're no better than the regular people that live out here. They're no better. They're no better. Just look how long it took them just to get the Diddler. Just look at it. It took them a minute with Cassie coming forth, everyone coming forward, and him paying them off. It took them a minute. So we're gonna get on. You know, once again, I want to pray for Marcellus Williams because, you know, no one deserves to go through that. And just like Sherelle said, you should not have to go through this, you know, and she does stuff like this. So if y'all, excuse me, if you can go to her page on TikTok, her name is Sherelle, and she has a TikTok, and she does a lot of this type of stuff. Like if she would have caught on to it ahead of time, Sherelle would have been done, you know, started getting something done. I do hope even before I go put my name down that they have already reached the petition limit, you know. Hey, what's up, bro? Because this is crazy. So I'm gonna go on to the next thing. So now I want to talk about this young man, Javon McGee. So I just want y'all to listen to this.
So I got some disturbing details about this mysterious hanging of a young black truck driver in North Carolina. And I'm trying to stay as calm as possible, but I'm gonna say this, and I want everyone in this country to understand one thing. If we don't clean house on this one, this is terrible for our country. First thing, the truck driver that they're saying went to Walmart, indeed did go to Walmart to deliver his load. Okay? Delivered a load with it. He's a truck driver. Before he delivered that load, or on his way into town, he was pulled over by the police department. Okay? Now, so let's get the part where he walked into a store and bought a rope and he strung himself up out of here. The police department, he had a run-in with the law. And the part that's angering me right now is I'm getting word, and I hope this is not true, is that in that police department are members of the Triple K. Now, this is unacceptable in America in 2024 to knowingly have members of the Triple K in the police department. So it's not what do you call it? This could happen. He runs in with the law. The law doesn't like the way the interaction went. They find him at a truck stop and allegedly, this is my thoughts, allegedly staged this. If what I'm hearing is true, that in that police department, and the FBI, whoever's on it, you guys better get to the bottom of this very, very quickly. If the Triple K is in there, we got a problem. I'm out.
Now that is something serious. Ooh, when I heard that, I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." And then when he said that he had, when he said that they pulled him over, yeah, something ain't right. Something definitely is not right with that. Something definitely is not right with this young man. He being pulled over, then he gets into some type of altercation with the cops allegedly, and then all of a sudden he hung himself. Like, I just cannot. And he was from Chicago. What was happening? And it was in North or South Carolina. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on in Carolina. It's a lot of stuff going on in a lot of places, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on there. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but I hope. I don't know, because you already know how I feel about that, brother. I don't care for neither one of them, but you know, it's the whole point of them just, this is happening And this is, I mean, cause you know when you said that, I wasn't even thinking like that. But ain't no telling what these people will do to, stop one person from, getting into that White House. You know, ain't no telling what they'll do. They'll go to the furthest links to just, but I ain't hear anything about, as far as it come to that. I ain't hear nothing about that. That wasn't even the first thing come to my mind. But I ain't feeling neither one of them. I told my kids, I said, I am not finna talk about them. They always do. They do that, but I can tell you now that wouldn't be the first thing come to my mind. A black man hanging himself, and he's a trucker. If they try to even put that on Trump, like, I wouldn't even listen to it, because that's not like, well, I wouldn't even listen to it. Because I'm trying to see what's gonna help our people, like help us. And this family that put this out here about a young lady on TikTok, that's her cousin, and his mom really want to know what happened to him, because he never would take his life like that. You know what I'm saying? And true enough, we don't know what people do. We don't, but kind of like you know your child. You know what I'm saying? You know your child. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? The divide word. That's what I don't like. All of this is division. All of it is division. And that's what I don't like about it. See, my ideal president is a one that cares about everybody, not just a certain class. Everybody, especially if you at the high, the lowest, you in your mama basement. The highest, you the richest person. You got wealth, you got money. I want them to care about all that. I can make my own checks, but I want to go make my own checks and be making the right money. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anything handed out to me, like a lot of people say, about the stimulus check. I don't need anything handed out to me. What I need is to be able to go make my check and be able to save, and on top of that, be able to take care of all my business at home. Period. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We the Americans should not even be struggling like this. You know what I'm saying? You got people literally in their parents' basement. You know what I'm saying? And are having to move back in with their parents. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, and I would, if my child was struggling like that, I would do it too. But we shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be that way. Yeah, he did not commit suicide. Cause it's just I don't know, you ain't get to hear what I was talking about before either. But this situation right here, when that man said, you didn't get to watch the video that I just put out, when he said that he had got stopped by the police. Oh, I already knew, like, and then they said they talking about KKK, and I'm just like, and talking about in the police force, man, them people everywhere. They everywhere. They not just in the police force. They're everywhere. That's great. I know for sure my children did something like that. Living proof of what, brother? Yeah. It's a struggle. It's a struggle out here. I just man, but they lie to us so much. I'm about to get into the Diddy case too. The Diddler. You gonna laugh what I got. You gonna laugh what I got. Oh my goodness. But I just want to make that known that that's going on, and also the Marcellus Williams, countdown for his execution is going on, and the petition needs to be signed for him to just give him some more time, because if he's not guilty, he's not guilty. Like, don't execute someone that's not guilty and you got the proof that he's not guilty. And also, I do pray for the family. I hope that they get the justice that they need for Javon McGee. He's a young man, handsome young man, working young man, black man, and I pray that they find justice. They said share, so I shared 3 times so that the message can get out there, because we don't need any of this happening. It's a lot of things that go on during this election time period that because when you living in your parents' home, you can stack your money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your parents are giving you that leeway. You know what I'm saying? So get yourself together and get yourself better, because we have to look out for each other. Because I would make sure my children be able to save. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I gotta go. We see it all the time in other cultures. They make sure they keep their business to each other and make sure their children come out on top. That's the same what we want for our children and ourselves. Oh yeah, I'm ready to get into the TDK. He's definitely going. Yes, he's definitely going down. He is definitely going down. So we about to go ahead and get into that, because this is some crazy stuff. Just listen to some. I'm gonna just give y'all a little. April laugh. Crazy. So everybody know Diddy. Everybody know Diddy do wop, bop, bop, bam, bam. Oh, everybody know Diddy. Diddy and his Vaseline and his see that? See how they hooked up? Diddy had 1,000. Diddy had 1,000. Check this out. Y'all like that? Hold on, let me take this off the screen. Y'all like that? Diddy do what? Diddy. It took forever, seemed like. What is going on with these people? Look at Diddy. Look at this. he got his Vaseline. What he gonna do with that? Somebody, can you tell me what he gonna do with the Vaseline and all? What he gonna do with it? I'm confused. I did that one myself. I did that one myself. Oh my goodness. They definitely tripped. I already knew they was going to be a whole lot of memes and videos on the internet. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm gonna bring that back in a minute. But let's get down to the real business. This Joker, you know. Let me take that off the screen so you be able to see first. And they found the most child. And you know what? When I did this, okay, I did this myself, but all his pictures look like he a child molester. All his pictures look like that. All his pictures like that. And I'm just like, huh? I could not find no different expression. He had the same expression, but when you look into Diddy's eye, you could tell he, you know, like you say, the eyes of the winner to the soul. You could tell he was doing crazy stuff. So I'm finna just let these lawyers explain to us exactly what's going on, exactly what's happening in this Diddy case. So here we go.
As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about 2 things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly. Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment. charging Sean Combs with
They not
racketeering
playing
conspiracy,
with
sex trafficking,
They not playing
interstate
with
transportation for prostitution.
like on everything.
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
They must not make it
As
go.
alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs
get
led
something
and
done,
participated
Ollie.
in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity,
This is the year
including sex
you
trafficking,
reveal
forced labor,
what other
kidnapping,
people have done.
arson,
This is the
bribery,
year.
and the obstruction of
The
justice.
negative
Let me say a little bit more about the charges.
comes out.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly
been
planned
waiting for
and
him
controlled the
to
sex
come and get him,
performances,
though.
which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
Diddy is going to jail. Quite some time ago, I talked about Puff Daddy. I talked about Homeland Security raiding his residence. When I talked about this, I made it clear that when Homeland Security comes after you, there's going to be charges. When we talked about the charges, as of today, he has been arrested, and this is his indictment. A couple of things that are interesting. They got all of his nicknames listed on the indictment. Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, PD, and Love. He has charged with racketeering. What is racketeering? The simplest way to describe it is racketeering is like some mob shit. It's literally saying that you have a legal organization, but what the government says is your legal organization is doing illegal shit and trying to hide it. And that's what they're saying about Puff Daddy, that you have an organization, and that boy, take that, and they're all engaged in doing illegal stuff to promote the overreaching goals of the enterprise, which is you, Diddy. I expect as far as that racketeering count, they're going to be naming a bunch of other people, and all those people will eventually cooperate and snitch on Diddy going down. Number two, which I thought was very interesting in talking about the massive indictment, is a couple of things. They talk about the fact in this enterprise, they call it freak-offs. They mention freak-offs throughout the point in the indictment. They say after freak-offs, Combs and the victim typically received IV fluids to recover from physical exertion and drug use. Damn. And then number two in the indictment, which I thought was absolutely interesting, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. I don't think they mentioned that shit to be nice. They said, Diddy, you in trouble. Then they also charged him with sex trafficking, which we already talked about, and they also charged him with basically transporting women across county lines to engage in prostitution. So, Diddy's going to jail. We asked what is the difference between federal court prosecution and state court prosecution. Federal court prosecution, what ends up happening, the easiest way I describe it is the feds do the work before they arrest an individual usually. So they build their case, so they have a very large case, a good case against the person that they're going after. They spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy going after somebody. State court cases, a lot of time, they do the research and the work after they've already arrested somebody. Translation, if somebody comes to somebody and says, that guy hit me, that guy raped me, that guy stole from me, he gets arrested right then and there, and then they start looking into it. Federal government, they take their time, energy, and effort, and that's what they're doing against Diddy.
Make sure they have all the evidence to come
Diddy's going to jail. So when somebody asked me what do I think is likely to happen when the federal government usually comes after you, your ass is in trouble. Take that. I did a video on Puff Daddy discussing his situation, the problem that he's run himself in, going through the comments, a couple of things I want to make sure about. Most importantly, this is not about race and this is not about money. You out there who are, let's make it clear, talking out of your ass because you think you understand the system. This is not the state law system. This is not about somebody going after somebody because he is dark skinned, because they don't get much darker than my ass. It is not about race. It is not about money. It is about the power and sometimes the overreaching of the federal government to make cases. But that being said, let's go through some of the things that Puff Daddy is looking at. Some of the things that I think are mistakes. Probably one of the questions I was asked is the video he gave apologizing to Cassie, could that cause him problems? Absolutely. Why? Because if he ends up going to trial now, that video can be utilized against him. How could it be utilized against him? If old Diddy decides to take the stand, or even if he doesn't take the stand, something of the nature of, I would never hurt a woman. I would never do anything like that. I would never lie about doing something like that. Well, you remember he gave a statement originally saying he never did anything to Cassie, and then later he gave a statement apologizing. That's why we tell clients to shut the fuck up. He probably had a crisis management team, and they told him it's important to put the video out there to help your reputation, while his lawyers are telling you, shut up. Number two, he had a detention hearing yesterday in front of a magistrate judge, a federal magistrate judge. You get one chance at a detention hearing. You ask any or most federal practitioners, and I've been doing this 25 years, tried cases against the federal government, won federal trials. We almost always waive that initial detention hearing. Why do we waive the initial detention hearing? Because we want to find out what they have, find out information, see if we can work something, see if we can work out a bond. If you are sitting there and your client says, I give you $50 million, you let me out, $50 million, you're telling the judge you're going to run. That's why I think one of the many reasons why his bond was denied. That's why I also believe that he is not cooperating yet, because if he had been cooperating, if he had been working, if the federal government felt that he was trustworthy and had something to lose, they wouldn't have been screaming to keep him in. I think it was a monumental mistake going forward with the detention hearing yesterday. But that also tells me that these lawyers have a client who just won't listen, because most attorneys will say, let's wait for this. So let's not scream, give me $50 million. Absolute fundamental fucking mistakes. But sometimes you have a client who simply will not listen. Finally, the federal system is decided by a chart, not about a judge's whims, not about if somebody likes him, not about somebody dislikes him. There's a federal sentencing guideline chart. Depending on where old Diddy goes on that chart is the sentence he's going to be getting. That chart takes into consideration his criminal record, what the charges he's looking at, and relevant conduct and all types of other things. And the probation department is going to look at this chart and say, you belong here. And it's months. He could be looking at 600 months to 750 months. I'm just throwing random numbers out there. And then a judge decides where he belongs in that window. Finally, do I think he's going to go to trial? Nope. Well, let me rephrase. If he hasn't listened to his lawyers already, he is probably thinking, I am Diddy, and I'm going to beat these charges. And he may. But if he does not, then that guideline range, remember that chart we talked about, is going to be significantly higher for a lot of other reasons. So, the problems for Diddy are just starting. Because he lost his detention hearing, he will sit inside of that jail cell until his trial comes up, which this is the federal system. It ain't going to be long, probably 6 months to a year. I got a feeling you're going to hear a plea, and I got a feeling clearly he is going to cooperate against other people, and there will be other names that fall. How much time is Diddy looking at? All of it. I'm getting a lot of questions on how do you make the determination, or what is the determination of how much time Diddy is actually looking at. If you're dealing with the state system, it's kind of easy. We have a statute. Under the statute, it says you're looking at this much time. And then criminal defense attorneys go out of their way to try to argue that you should get less, or you should get probation or something of that nature. The federal sentencing guidelines, or the federal sentence, is different. How do we determine federal sentencing? Well, one, we have a chart. Here's that chart now in front of you. Look at it. Now, under that chart, the first thing at the top of that is your criminal history category. That means, what is your criminal record? That means, does Diddy have any criminal record? I don't know. So for argument's sake, let's assume he doesn't. So he stays on that left side of the chart. So he doesn't slide to the right like the cha-cha slide. But on the left side is what's called the base offense level. That's where you start. Almost all crimes in the federal system are put under these numbers. They've already decided what crimes carry. Diddy, let's just take one of his charges, just one. Let's take the sex trafficking charge. The sex trafficking charge is broken up 2 parts. You can either mess with an adult or you can mess with minors. If you mess with minors, they don't have to prove coercion. If they're messing with adults, they have to prove coercion. That's going to be interesting if they're going to be able to prove coercion. We'll talk about that later. But the base offense level for the sex trafficking is 34. Go down to the chart, you look at 34, level 34. If he has a criminal history category of 1 or 0, you see he's a level 34. That's 151 to 188 months. 60 months is 5 years, 120 months is 10 years. You can do simple math. But the base offense level is just what it is. Base, how much can you smoke? Base is the start. Now we'll show you a chart how we figure these things out, or how everybody does. They can add points to the base offense level. So how do you add points? If there are victims involved, you can add points. Let's say it's 2 points. Ding, ding, 34, 35, 36. Roll. If it shows that Diddy is the manager, the leader, the ringleader, the person that they listen to, the one giving orders, then that automatically goes up 4 points. So 34, 35, 36 plus 4, 40. Then we go with the obstruction. If they believe that Diddy has done something to obstruct justice, like, I don't know, maybe call witnesses and saying, don't testify against me, that's another 2 levels, 41, 42. We put our chart back up. Where's 42 take us? 360 to life. And that's just there. That's just my cursory look. So, how much time is Diddy looking at? All of it. What makes that interesting is a lot of times when people are looking at that much time, people say, oh, he's just going to buy his way out of it. One, no. They're like, well, he's going to cooperate his way out of it and help against a bigger fish. And he's the biggest fucking fish there is. So he can help against a bunch of people, but that's only going to reduce him some levels as you look at this chart. It's not going to take him all the way down to probation. So he might be like, fuck it, might as well go to trial. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that.
See? That's what people be getting for thinking they have all the power. This is what Diddy. This is what Diddy gets. And a lot of people are like, I don't, want to wish anything on his downfall. He did this to his downfall. He did this. It has nothing to do with wishing on his downfall. He did this. And he's going to have to be the one. Because at the end of the day, we can sit up here and we can talk. But, we already know Diddy has been doing this stuff ever since the 90s. And he's been doing all types of stuff. Now it's Judgment Day. It's Judgment time. And that's after that. We ain't got nothing else to say because that's between him and God. The real God like what we serve, not what he served. So what he has messed himself up. He really messed himself up. But you know what? Diddy ain't gonna go down without a fight. There's some people gonna be called if he's going down. They're using him to tell on the rest. And I just wonder. Because I just wonder. I just wonder what about these two? I'm just curious. I'm just curious because they done some of the same things. And when these people think that they can continue on getting away with this stuff, They don't stop. You think they stop, but they find an even, to them, they find an even better way to do it. They don't stop. They don't stop. So what we gonna do about them? It's crazy. Like, man, come on now. I can't wait for them to name the victims of the ex-trafficking. If they're willing to come out, because you know they be scared. They gonna have to get named in court, but you know, like a lot of times online, you can't really say their names. You know, on the reason why, what is her name, Cassie? Because there's so many, and it's people in the industry, it's guys that he hard and did all this mess too. It's it has been going on a long time, but he ain't the only one. He's not the only one. Now he need to spill the tea on the rest. Yes, because a lot of them, you know, their parents think that they're gone. They have been unalive, and no, these people, you know, kidnap people and, you know, SA them, grape them. You know what I'm saying? Because I say it was a girl here in Alabama that's been missing for years, and she was last seen with her dad. But I don't ever remember them finding her body. I said, ain't no telling what her dad did. But he got arrested. He got arrested 4 years later. Did he get arrested last year or the year before that? But I seen that he got arrested. And I was like, I was saying to myself that year that they spoke about this young lady on our news station, I said her dad had to have something to do with it. Her dad had to have something to do with it. And then next thing you know, he ended up getting arrested. We even had Hawaii Robinson. I forgot the little young girl name. It's Hawaii Robinson. And I was sitting in the bed. This is another young lady. But her dad actually did this to her. But they didn't know that at the time. Hawaii Robinson was, I think, was she about 10 or 11 years old? I think she was like 10 or 11 years old. And Dad takes her to the store, you know, and then, you know, the camera got her coming out of the store and getting into the vehicle. And next thing you know, they find this young lady in a field. And I told my husband, I said, no, that daddy got something to do with it. I don't care that man got something to do with it. He's sitting up there talking all good. And like, that's my baby. But no, something just did not give me a good feeling about this man. And then later on, he stuck up, I don't want to be graphic, but a stick up her. Like, you are cruel. You a monster. Doing something like that. So, you know, they named Bridge after her because she was a sweet girl, smart girl. Whole time we didn't know, you know, they didn't know, her mother and her family didn't know that he was raping her, that her own dad was raping her. And man, that was a crazy story. My heart broke for that family. And the mother, my heart just broke for her. And I didn't know my family and their family knew each other. Man, that was crazy. I knew it was the dad. This stuff is going on everywhere. You have psychos. You have, it's right there in your own family. You have to be careful. People just like the Diddler. People just like him. Giving up their children, to be aid and great for money. You know what I'm saying? And the young lady that was 10 or 11 years old down here that got unalived by her father, they were saying something like the mafia, had something to do. He owed the mafia something. It was a lot of stuff going on, but we just sitting up here like, all I know is it's a young girl. She probably be graduating high school. She was a beautiful young girl. Beautiful. But back to Diddy, his time has been past where this judgment is supposed to come to him. It's honest. Diddy had so many chances to change himself, and God give you so many chances, and then next thing you know, you're not listening, you're not hearing clearly, you're not paying attention to what's going on. You letting the power take over you. We don't have the power that he has, that God has. So I don't know why. I don't care how much money you got or how strong you are. It's still gonna bring it back to you don't have as much power as God has. I'm sorry. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We sit up here, we talk, we give our reactions. At the end of the day, the last judgment, and long as you know that, giving your reactions, the last judgment is for God. And this is his judgment. But like I said, Diddy is not going down by himself. So you can wait on him to say who else is involved. You can wait on him, because he gonna do it. He gonna be singing like, and he probably be ready to do something to unalive himself through this situation, if he hasn't already. Because I seen him and his kids. They took a picture on the outside. I guess they were shopping or something. But the smiles that these kids have to put on their face when they know it's so much turmoil going on around them. They know what their daddy going through. But man, that's crazy. Especially for Quincy, because I'll be sure it's his dad, and allegedly, Diddy he was the one that put Al B. Sure in the hospital where he almost passed away. Diddy has did too much. He did so much. But the thing is, he could have repented, but he chose not to. He let the power get to him. If you read up on Diddy's dad and how he dealt with mobsters, same with his mother, you'll see where he gets that behavior from. And the reason why he acts that way, his mom and his dad, and it's just, he got himself into something that he's not gonna, be able to get out of. I'm sitting up here like, well, you wanted to do all these freak offs, the biggest freak off is in prison. Why in the world you know what I'm saying? Now you know, if allegedly he wants to unalive himself, why would you want to do that now? You going to the place they actually do. Like, let's be real. You could have, you ain't have to, you know, not, ain't no sense of crying, ain't no sense of, oh, I'm sorry, or try. You have met your judgment day. And see, what Diddy thought that they was actually supposed to pick him up the next day before before they came and got him. They supposed to came the next day. So just like that lawyer said, you know, he could try to escape and go somewhere where they can't capture him. You know, he could have been plotting allegedly, but they came and got him the day before that because they said they had suspicions. Like, what suspicions? Was he trying to, you know, go? Was he trying to leave? You know what I'm saying? Because I would think that he would try to do that. I would think, in my opinion, I feel like he was trying to do that. He was trying to leave. When it's Judgment Day, there's nothing you can do about it. They know when it's time. They know your moves. You talking about the feds? Like, come on, they got how you move now. They get tips on how you move. Like, don't let him go anywhere. Because just like the lawyer said, he obviously wasn't cooperating. I bet he cooperating now. You have to use plenty of that. You don't have to use plenty of that. And plenty of that. Yep. So, word on the curb is that he made sure those kids was great, as he should, because in my opinion, and the word on the curb is that, you know, he hid money. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would want my kids to be straight. I would want my kids to be straight. No lie. I would have to hide some money too. You crazy. Oh my God. It didn't even take that long to do it, but I had to make sure it was right. Oh my goodness. Cause like, what are you trying to do, dude? Why are you trying to do all this? Why are you trying to do all this? I'm going cause that's crazy. Like, he finna tell you, he act like he got all thousands of Vaseline and all, just cause it's like he finna go on a run. It's like, I'm finna go have me another freak off and celebrate when I get to my destination. That's what he acted like. He finna go up there with a couple of Chesters. He finna go up there with a couple of Chesters. I mean, that's one person that I ain't gotta get ready. He already ready. Did do what? The Diddler. He already ready. He don't need practice. He ready for whatever. You know, the only thing that can go wrong with him is that, you know, if somebody try to unalive him when he go. But other than that, Diddy got everything that people in prison want. money, and he already did freak off. So there you go. You got all that right there, you know. Well, they said it's really after the freak off when the show really starts. So he's prepared. He's prepared because he already know the drill. I can see people coming to his cell, you know, and just freaking off in there. You know, that's crazy. Dude, you the messed up. But, and I laugh, but it's sad how he really needs help. He really needs mental help. He really, and it's like he should have did that. He should have changed himself, you know. But he was too deep in. He was too deep in. He cared about nobody but himself. Now, if you was that way, if you were gay, be gay, but don't go around mistreating women and using them when you know where you stand. You know on the inside who you are, really and truly. And I can just imagine how many diseases, because this man didn't care. He didn't care. He did not care about, because I wonder, because they were saying I bet too. Yeah, I bet they do. It ain't funny. I don't know why I did that, but because it's like, just imagine probably some of the beautifulest women, you know, that went to that freak off. I wouldn't put it past Beyonce either. Definitely Jay-Z. Because what comes with all this power that they think they have, you know, and what they have to do for it, I would not want to be in their shoes. I do not want to be in their shoes. God bless those kids, them beautiful twins. He has two girls. And, you know, Quincy, you know, he grew up with Diddy. Like, it's hard for him to believe a lot of stuff, like how we believe that he set his mom up, that the Diddler set Quincy's mom up, and the Diddler set his dad up, I'll be sure. It's gonna be very hard, you know, because he knew Diddy as his dad. Then all of a sudden his mama is unalive, and the thing he's hearing is everybody saying that the Diddler had something to do with that too. It's crazy. That's gotta be so traumatizing. I hope so. But obviously, he made it look good, especially to those girls. I don't know, because you know, that's one thing I can't say. I definitely don't know, because at one point the twins was questioning their mother's being unalive, you know, to their grandmother, which is Diddy's mom, and now I feel like Quincy is doing the same thing, because Quincy is like, that was my best friend. The twins is like, I love my mom. And the one that looked just like him, oh Lord. When I say that boy looked just like the Diddler, he looked just like him. He acts like Diddy. I just hope that he don't do the things that he did, and I pray that they don't have it hard out here because of what they daddy did, or it seemed like Diddy was trying to continue on doing that. He seemed like he was trying to dip. I no lie, it seemed like he was trying to dip. They definitely. Oh my God! And them the twins. Definitely they mama's twin. It's crazy. It's like triplets. But the other sister with another mother by Diddley, by Diddy looks like them too, but she just light skinned. They all look like it. The only one that don't we already know Quincy is not his biological child, but the other one, he don't look like him. I guess, what is his name? Justin? I don't know which one that is. It's the light skin, the other light skin one. Because Kamorlee Simmons, she knows a lot about this stuff with what Diddy does and what he has done to their mother. And the book that Kim Porter had put out too. The book and the pages and stuff is split up with so many people, because she didn't trust certain people. She didn't trust. And Kamorlee Simmons, she has a lot of that stuff. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. And see, that's the thing with Diddy. With him still having money, hiding money allegedly and stuff like that, he can still get you touched. He still can. As long as he still got money, he still can. That's why a lot of them people, they don't want their names said and stuff like that. Because they he sent people out. And just like what that lawyer was saying, if you bribing people, that's some more points added on to the days, how long you're going to be in prison. I feel like he was trying to run away. Yeah. I feel like that's going to be some more points. People come out and talk against him. That's going to be some more points. People are saying they're seeing Diddy get life allegedly. This is what they're saying. This is the thing, because ever since he's been in the industry, he's been doing stuff like this. I don't want to make my way to the top doing low down stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. But I've been on here almost an hour and 30 minutes, and I wanna leave it where people will go back and watch it. So I'm finna get ready to get up out here and go get me something to eat. Diddler, all I can do is pray for safety for him in there, although he did not care about anyone else's safety. But that ain't the point, Yeah. that's crazy. It's crazy. And me too. Me too. That's all we could do. Pray that they grow up in a God-fearing home. And I do wonder who is gonna get the kids, because I would have thought, since their mother was so close with Kamora Lee Simmons that she would, but I doubt it because Diddy probably feel like she'll tell them everything. She has to watch her back because he knows she know everything. You remember her house had got caught on fire? She looked as scared and she looked as shook. Somebody was up in there looking for something because she got the information. She got what their mother book revealing everything that she had to go through with Diddy, Kim Porter, Kamora Lee Simmons. When her house caught a fire, and they, she was shook. She was shook because she knew that Diddy sent somebody allegedly. She knew that they sent, that he sent somebody because the girls were coming over there and he would put something in their bed, like recording and like listening to, the twins didn't know it. Man, you have to look that stuff up, man. That's a whole nother story about Kamora Lee Simmons' house fire. And then Russell Simmons, between Diddy and Russell. I mean, Russell, he better watch out because he could be next. Russell Simmons. Well, okay now, because he tried to stay by Diddy's side, Mr. Kumbaya, but you still being dirty. What is you Kumbaya to do? Do more dirt? All these people ain't be the dirty. That's why you gotta because you're dirty. You're dirty. You ain't right. Right. So, but end it on that, man. For real, they not right. And it's a lot of people, I'm telling you, mark my words. He finna snitch. Because he finna go for a long time. He finna go for a long time. And he brought it all on himself. That's the thing. He brought it all on himself. It wasn't nothing nobody did to him. That's the crazy thing to me. But thank you for coming on here, brother. Don't forget to get ready to get up off here. Go get something to eat. Okay, you gotta let me know when you go live, brother, because I don't be knowing. And look at the numbers when you said me too, 444. All right. I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good day, the rest of your day. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I am out.